6B in Rockefeller Center, the National Broadcasting Company presents Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. Tonight's guests are Beastie Boys, the Amazing Kreskin, musical guest David Cook, and featuring the legendary Roots Crew. And here he is, Jimmy Fallon! Here I come. Here I go.
Thank you, guys. Looking good. The Amazing Kreskin will be joining us, and he's going to do something incredible. He is amazing. Our next guest is a legendary mentalist who is the first guest here on Late Night to make a return appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Amazing Kreskin. Kreskin, nice to see you.
Boy, do I. I wish I could tell you what I'm reading in their thoughts right now. It's just an exciting moment.
Really? You can say, really? That's very good. True love?
There is such, yes. And you know, love, Freud equated love with hypnosis. The psychoanalyst said that the relationship between people who are passionately in love is the same as an individual who's under hypnosis. Is that interesting?
Really? So you do kind of get hypnotized. Do you guys feel hypnotized?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They feel it
Great
now.
to see you.
Good to see you again. How are you? You always have so much energy.
You know, I came back from Canada. I wasn't going to say this. I was there Monday. I left for Canada. I had concerts all over the place. Came back Thursday to New Jersey. I had a show in New Jersey. Went to bed Thursday night for the first time since Sunday. I'd never been to bed.
What?
I can take cat naps. Everybody in the business, I've sat backstage and taken 10-minute cat naps. Sometimes your nervous energy keeps you going.
So you haven't slept since Thursday?
Since I went to bed Thursday, and that was the first time since Sunday. I'm fine now, though.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think something's got me. That's crazy.
I love my work.
Yeah, well,
and I wrote about something.
Love your book, by the way.
Well, you know what it is, real quick. I wrote in 2.5 weeks when the movie came out, The Great Buck Howard, and I had a lot of things that this is my 17th book. I wanted to talk about things that people don't know about behind the scenes that happened to me. Near failures, crazy, chaotic scenes. One scene when I had an office for 8 years with a psychologist, knocked on his door, walked in, Dr. Henson. I loved the man. And a patient was about to kill him. He had gone psychotic. And 8 minutes later, I had him sitting on the floor playing with an imaginary puppy that calmed him down. So I talk about
that sounds cruel.
No, well, no. But so I used, and I talk about how people have faked what I've done. And then in this studio here, I got all the experiences with Carson.
How many times were you around Johnny
88 times. 88 times. And there were times when I walked on the show, which I'll tell about another time, when all the other comedians that were guests were bombed out of their gills. It was impossible to read their thoughts, and Johnny and I figured out how to make the show work. So if you ever have a situation like that, call on me.
Yeah, yeah, completely. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you see Johnny as the master, just talking to people, and I mean, yeah, but they would just be all bombed.
And he knew how to handle it. Then early in my career, I was known as a hypnotist. I'm known as a thought reader today, and I wanted to do something to show that there's really no hypnosis, the power of suggestion. And I wanted to do it, Carson. If you saw all the old pictures of hypnotists in the 1900s, you'd see the scene you're going to see later on. Rarely done today. I never rehearse shows. I call Carson on the staff. I say, listen, I got to do a pre-show because I got to condition his mind. Fine.
Yeah.
I get a call 2 hours later from NBC, Mr. Kreskin. Yes, sir. You are not to do this with Johnny. I said, okay, maybe they understand what I'm going to do. I get a call 3 hours later from his secretary. She says, when are you off stage? I said, I'm at college. I'm off at 11 tonight. Johnny's going to call you. Calls me on the phone. He says, Kreskin, were you told not to do what we're going to do? I said, yes. He had some language I don't want to go into right now. It's rather colorful. He says, we're going to do it. The next day I fly in to do the pre-thing. I get to the studio, not the limousine service fault. I get there late. I can't do it. I can't condition him. I can't do the test. It's an hour before the show. Nobody bothers Johnny then. And I'm a mess. I'm walking around like this saying, can't be done, can't be done, can't. And they come up to me. I said, I have to see him. They say, no way. Finally, Fred DeCordova comes over to me and says, follow her, and it's his secretary. And she's walking, I'll never forget this, and it was a nervous thing. She says, we never did this. You never saw me before a show. I walk in, his room was like a scene out of The Godfather. A lamp, bare lamp, papers there that were his jokes, and he's by himself in darkness. I said, Johnny, will you look at me for 10 minutes? I talked to him, and I said, I'm going to go now. He says, damn it, Kreskin, this is going to work, and we're going to do this when we come back.
We're going to do it tonight?
On the show.
We're going to recreate the thing that NBC
And for
did
real.
not. For real.
No trickery, no illusion, and he will survive this.
When we come back, Kreskin will amaze us. It's really freaky. See that? Do it. Hey, all right. We're back with the Amazing Kreskin. Kreskin Confidential. You know, I was reading in here, there's a story about because you do a trick where you...
A test. We only
Test.
a mental effect, a test.
Don't say a trick.
No, because we're not doing a trick.
We're not
now.
tricking.
We're doing something real. Yeah.
No, well, but it's a mental test, the thing where you hide your paycheck.
I do it all over the world. My check has been hidden, and when I come back, you're a eyewitness. My shows, in all my shows, my check is hidden by the audience. When I return, no one talks to me. If I don't find my fee, I don't get paid. I've done some 6,000 times. I failed 9 times, which isn't many. But one time in New Zealand, I failed to find my check. I lost $51,000 in one night. So it's legitimate. In the movie, in The Great Buck Howard, it is the key scene in the whole movie. When I come back, I'm going to do a search that I've only done once in my life publicly.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here on our show. This
now
is
I got to
big.
keep my
But
word. Damn it.
But now we're going to do the test that NBC tried to prevent you from doing back in the day with Johnny Carson.
They were so worried. Howard, we're going to have a few people join me. We had 3 before, but I think 4 folks. We're going to come over here, gentlemen.
Tariq,
yeah,
Owen,
come on, guys.
Damon, can you help me out?
Yeah, come on.
All right, help out
Good,
Kreskin.
listen, and great
Now,
to see
for those of you watching, do not try this at home.
No, please don't do this at home.
Not everyone is amazing.
No. All right. Jimmy, I'm going to have you stand here, and I'm going to have you just stand facing me like this and place your feet close together. So one
I
against
have
the
no
other.
idea what's happening.
Okay. Now, Jimmy.
Is this the trick?
This is the test.
The test. Sorry, I can't
All
say
right,
the word trick.
Now,
Sorry.
put your hands to your sides. Now, Jimmy,
Yes.
I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. Now, from now on, just listen to me. Don't say anything. Have your feet close together. There's going to be someone by you. Who was at his head before? You were here before. You're going to be helping later on. And you folks are here. And Jimmy, your eyes closed. Listen to me. I want you to allow your eyes to relax so much so that when you try to open them, you can't open your eyes. So you allow the muscles of the eyes to relax so completely, that in a sense, it's like you forgot how to use the muscles of your eyelids. You can't open your eyes. You try, you can't open, you try, but you can't. So stop trying. Listen to me. It's no longer relaxation. You're going to have a tension going through your entire body. Your arms are pressed to your sides. Your body's now going to start becoming rigid. The entire body rigid like a bar of steel. As I count from 1 to 10, your body becomes rigid. 1, 2. Every single muscle in your body, from your head down your shoulder, all the way down your knees, your legs, your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rigid, 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 completely rigid. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your body is rigid. Some people are going to pick you up. They're going to raise you between 2 chairs. You'll remain rigid throughout the procedure. You never stop listening to my voice. And every time you take a breath, your muscles become more rigid. Gentlemen, you're going to start with it, please. Stay as you are, Jimmy. You have no fear at all. They're going to raise you. They're going to lift him if you will. Like a board. You stay like a board. You don't help him in any way. His head and shoulders go on one chair. His feet go on the other, his head and shoulder in one. You stay rigid, rigid, rigid like a bar of steel. You remain rigid. You can all step away just for a moment. You stay rigid, not just yet. You stay rigid. You hear my voice. You hear everything I'm saying. Your mind does not leave me in any way, shape, or form. Any sound in here causes your muscles to become more rigid than ever before. You hold, if you will, there, more rigid than ever before. I take this, when I step off of it, you pull it away. You hear what I'm saying? You're rigid like a bar of steel. Rigid, stiff like a bar of steel. Completely rigid, stiff like a bar of steel. You hear me? You stay as you are. You hear what I'm saying? Completely rigid like a bar of steel, like a bar of steel. Now listen, you're going to lift him up. You're going to slowly lift him up. Slowly lift them, both of you, slowly, slowly. You slowly lift. You hear what I'm saying? Your eyes do not open. Your muscles do not relax quickly. They're going to go slowly. Listen to me. Jimmy, you hear my voice as I count backwards. Slowly, your muscles relax slowly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You still can't open your eyes. You try, but you can't. 6, 5, 4, 3. When your eyes open, you're going to feel refreshed in every way, shape, or form. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Jimmy, can I
don't know what just happened,
Can I
but-
say something?
I don't know what just happened, but that was...
Wait, I got to tell you one thing. I want to quote John Malkovich in The Great Buck Howard, who quoted me, "Isn't that wild?"
Isn't that wild? Kreskin Confidentials in bookstores now. I love it when you come by. The Amazing Kreskin, everybody. David Cook when we come back.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Get.
All right, well, we got a fun show coming up tomorrow. Whoopi Goldberg will be here.
I love her.
She's great. Stephen Baldwin's going to stop by, and we'll have a performance from Keen. Hope to see you back here tomorrow night. What just happened to me?
You
by the
know,
way?
it illustrates, when I was a kid, I used to be in a fire engine with my uncle, who was a fire chief, and 200 fires I went to. You know, these stories are true. Talk about what the mind can do. People will say later on, hell no, I didn't do that. They've lifted cars off of friends that were hurt, lifted refrigerators off of a person in a fire, and later on you tell them to do that, they couldn't do it. We don't realize the capacity of the mind. That's all I can tell you.
That was amazing. You got to come back and do more stuff. It was just, I just saw the replay and I was like, oh my gosh, you just stood on me. It's insane. It's crazy. David Cook, I love you.
I love it.
Dude, it's great. I mean, was it a year ago? No.
Almost officially a year ago, yeah.
It's not even a year ago when you won American Idol.
Actually, last week we crowned a new guy, so I'm
Yeah.
I'm a grizzled vet now.
Really, Grizzly Vet. You had my vote. I know that.
Thank
I'll
you
tell you
very
that much. Well,
I could have told you we were going to win.
Where were you last year, man? I was stressing out.
yeah. If you ever need anyone to come stand on you, please. Oh, gosh. Thank you so much. My thanks to Beastie Boys, the Amazing Kreskin, David Cook, the greatest band in late night, The Roots. Thank you for crossing down. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Hope to see you tomorrow. It's gonna be a great show today. I had a bizarre Memorial Day yesterday.
What?
When we had the show, it was weird because I've been sick over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I was sick, and I'm last night's show, I have like a good mix of Mucinex and Excedrin. It's not a good mix. I wouldn't recommend it. Don't try it at home. But I was like, I don't know. I was like tired, but then awake, and then sweaty, and then I had a crazy night. Like I met my idols. The Beastie Boys were here last night. They were amazing. It was phenomenal. And then I got hypnotized by the Amazing Kreskin, who's insane, and he stood on me.
Yeah.
We have do you see it? We have a clip of this. Just as what happened last night.
Where you bend, where your body went wang, wang, wang?
Look at this. I've never seen this actually. This is weird. Whoa, watch it.
Now watch when he gets up. When he
This
gets
is
off
crazy.
You, watch your body. Boing, 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 boing.
That's crazy.
It's like you're on board.
It's like spring. It's like that's spring. It was weird. I wasn't. It was just. My mom didn't like that, by the way.
Could you look too...
I looked like a corpse. She said, yeah. She was very upset.
What did
She
it
couldn't
feel-
look at the
What
screen.
did it feel like when he did it to you? Did you feel like you were...
I wasn't. No, I wasn't asleep or anything. It was just. Again, I was on Mucinex and
And
Excedrin.
Excedrin,
Yes. And just don't try it at home. And
Especially kids.
And then the Amazing Kreskin comes out and he hypnotizes me. He just is a weird vibe when he comes here.
Yeah.
And everyone just gets weird. It feels like he's hypnotizing everybody. Everyone just feels off. And right? Wouldn't you say, Quest? Look at the Roots. They're all like, he's a weird dude, right? It's just a weird. Yeah. No, you don't want to mess with him. Yeah, you don't mess with him.
And your
it's so-
arm was almost ripped out of its socket.
Well, he does. That's the way he shakes hands with people. Yeah, and then, but just he shakes your hand and he goes like that. Yeah. But I think that's again
It's
weird.
again to
Yeah.
throw you off
Yeah. I don't know
balance.
what's going on. So then I shut my eyes and I would love to go take a nap, but I can't do that. But because I was so sick, I was like, well. And then I just said, wait, what's going on? I knew that he was going to try to stand on me. And then I just trusted that the Roots will pick me up and carry me and put me down, and they did. And what was weird was that when they stood me back up, I thought that because I didn't know what were my bearings. I didn't open my eyes. But I was awake the whole time. I could hear him talking and stuff. And then I got up and I thought that I was going to be standing on a chair or something.